Our top focus right now is the plan of the opposition party. Yes, after Nitish Kumar's big exit from the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar and the INDIA alliance, it does seem as though some important questions have to be put forth before the opposition bloc. Now, the opposition India bloc is lurching from one crisis to another. The Congress has admitted that the optics regarding the alliance have taken a hit because of the rumblings in the bloc. However, they've expressed confidence about placating West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress chairperson Mamata Banerjee amid a rift with the leader. Meanwhile, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has offered a softly worded rebuke to his Bihar counterpart Nitish Kumar, who severed ties with the Congress-led India bloc and realigned with the BJP last evening, triggering a seismic shift in the state's already fluid political landscape. Less than 3 months before the general elections, his party has parted ways after declaring Prime Minister Modi's Viksit Bharat plan has worked out in his favour because it has benefited the voters, said Nitish. However, what do these developments mean for the opposition bloc? Are they going to be busy fighting amongst each other or busy figuring out what the seat sharing will be, what the alliance formula will be? Or will they at some point now come and deliver a clear plan to India that this is what we hope to achieve? As far as the BJP is concerned, we've put out some of the data on the screens, viewers. Some of the flagship schemes of the BJP. Today, they have beneficiaries and exact numbers, policies, and a vision in place. When the Prime Minister comes and speaks before the elections, he talks about his Viksit Bharat plan, which is backed by data, which is backed by numbers, which is backed by policy, and like I said, backed by vision. What exactly is it that the opposition then at this point is offering? We try to take this conversation forward with Vinita Hariharan of the BJP. I also have with me Arshpreet Kadiyal of the Congress, Tariq Khan of the SP with us, and Himanshu Bhatt, senior journalist, also with me on the broadcast. Let me begin. I don't have Arshpreet with me right now, but let me begin then with his alliance partner Tariq Khan of the Samajwadi Party. Mr. Tariq Khan, I'd like to understand from you, sir. When the meetings of the India bloc do take place, or communications now take place between the alliance partners, what is that communication about? Is there some plan that is discussed? Is there some clear vision that is being formulated that will be presented to the people of India?
Vision and mission, everything is quite clear. We have already finalized our partner in Uttar Pradesh. We have final seat with Congress. We have finalized seat with RLD. And we are about to complete our common minimum program. That would be like, we are going to say people ki we are going to have a caste census. We are going to abolish these type of things like Agniveer and all those things. We are going to have waivers loan for the farmers. Like that, many things in our common minimum programs, we will be out with our common minimum programs. Various partners of our alliance is already with the people, are communicating with the people, trying to make them understand that we are coming with those certain points. Let's see what happened. And the opportunists are already, they have gone. What they want is they want power. They have nothing to do with their ideologies or Samajwad or like ideologies. They have nothing to do with that. They just want satta, or they just want power.
Tariq Khan, is your plan simply for the state of Uttar Pradesh, or is there a plan for India?
India alliance is for whole India. We have plans, but for that Congress have to work in coordination with Samajwadi Party. We have already finalized our 80% work, like Ram Gopal ji said.
So what you're saying is that the Congress party is not working right now in coordination with the
I'm not saying that. it's the responsibility of the Congress to do the same thing in other states. As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, we have finalized most of the things, and we are into the election, and we are heading towards the campaign, and a heavy campaign headed by Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, and we are going to have a positive
So that's what I'm trying to
from the
understand,
people.
sir. When you say that you have formulated your campaign strategy, then clearly your campaign strategy is only for Uttar Pradesh, and you're hoping that someone from the Congress will come and understand and support you in that campaign strategy for Uttar Pradesh. And then the Congress party has to go to all states, work with all the different opposition alliance partners to replicate that model.
No. For that, we have already constituted our there is a coordination committee with different parties. From our side, there is Javed Ali Khan, and on different parties like Aam Aadmi Party, there is someone. Or
But
from the party of Sharad Pawar.
The opposition leaders, we don't see them holding any sort of press conference or anything for that matter.
These meeting is not being disclosed to the media people. This meeting is being held very confidential. I know from my side who have already been into the process of meeting different leaders of Congress party as well as other parties. So the coordination committee is working. It's not being informed to the media that whether we have got that started meeting and we have met this time or we have met this time, but coordination committee with the different parties, being a responsible partner of India Alliance, they are constantly meeting, and I am saying that within 10 days, India Alliance will be coming out with a clear-cut formula with the remaining alliance partner that this would be the formula of seat.
Like I said, Mr. Tariq Khan, is the conversation 2 months before the election still now only about the seat sharing formula, or is there a cogent plan in place?
I have already stated the plan is that the agenda. It's not like a communal politics. We are not into the communal politics. इन्होंने अमीर लोगों के 14 लाख करोड़ माफ किए हैं. We are going to waive the loan of the farmer. गरीब लोगों के किसानों के लोन माफ करेंगे. These are one of the agenda we are going into the election. Akhilesh ji taking the command very positively in Uttar Pradesh, and we are communicating to the people of the nation.
Fair enough. Okay, I understand. Fair enough that you're from the Samajwadi Party. So, of course, fair enough that you want to focus on a plan for Uttar Pradesh. It makes sense also for the Samajwadi Party. You probably understand the ground better than anyone. So, it makes sense for the SP to focus on Uttar Pradesh. Let me bring in Arshpreet as well into the conversation. Arshpreet, we're now just about 2 months away from the general elections. I'd like to understand, is there going to be some sort of an announcement of a common minimum program or any sort of a vision document of the alliance where they put out policies or a vision statement or anything of that sort, which is not simply revolving around getting the BJP out of power and coming into power, but there's actually a vision for India? Because like I said, today for the BJP, if they want to come and campaign, there are clear policies. Now you can argue that, okay, there are scams and it's not worked and this is fake and that is fake, but at the end of the day, they have the policies, they have the numbers, and to a large extent, they're also able to communicate with the beneficiaries and make that communication visible to the rest of India to show that, listen, these are our policies and this is what's working. So does the India Bloc today then have a better plan for the nation that they hope to put out, which is, like I said, not revolving around simply getting the BJP out of power?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. If you could please confirm if I'm clearly audible.
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Thank you. In case there's a snag or there's an interruption, just do let me know, since I'm traveling to do work, election work. Number one, first of all, the vision is very clear that India's democracy, India's constitution needs to be saved from the Bharatiya Janata Party. The BJP has been adamant on undermining all three of them. Number two, as far as one party leaving the India Alliance is concerned, there are four that have already left the non-democratic alliance: AIADMK, Samta Party, their oldest ally SAD. SAD Swift has made a committee, is on the verge of leaving, and rumors are saying that four more are to leave very soon before the Lok Sabha election. the Bharatiya Janata Party must embrace for another jolt. Number three, the BJP and the JDU do have a lot of similarities. Both of them have zero credibility when it comes to their words. Both of them have made U-turns of 360 degrees time and again. And the very fact that after saying, Mr. Amit Shah categorically said that, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I hope
you
I'm
are.
audible. Yeah. So Mr. Amit Shah had categorically said that the doors for Mr. Nitish Kumar are closed for us, for the Bharatiya Janata Party. But they had to make a U-turn for this because of the simple reason. They are afraid of the India Alliance. They are anticipating a defeat by the India Alliance in the 2024 election. And for the same fact, Operation Lotus, number one. And the second fact, India Bloc's MPs were targeted in the parliament. Two-thirds of our MPs were targeted when 150 MPs were suspended. 50% in the Rajya Sabha and 33% in the Lok Sabha. So this very fact that, going back on their word, somebody that they said we wouldn't ever welcome, they had to welcome him because of the fear and anxiety qua the India. That's number two. Mr. Kumar himself had also said, "Mar jayenge, lekin Bharatiya Janata Party mein nahi jayenge."
But Arshpreet, I'm not talking about that, unfortunately. I appreciate that you want to come and speak about Nitish Kumar, but quite frankly, that's not my question at all.
I do understand. Your question is that what will be...
my question is very simple.
I understand.
That the BJP today can say PM Awas Yojana, these are the funds allocated, these are the number of beneficiaries. PM Jandan Yojana, these are the funds allocated, these are the number of beneficiaries. Kisan Samman Nidhi, these are the funds dispersed, 11 crore beneficiaries. I'm talking from a purely policy perspective. That when the BJP today, like I said, you can claim that all of this is fake, that there are no beneficiaries, there are close to nil beneficiaries of these schemes, that the BJP is running a big scam. At the end of the day, they're able to put out a narrative that they're actually working on the ground far better than the alliance. So my question is, given that India today wants politics of policy and politics of development, does the opposition have that sort of a plan in place? When I asked this question, your reply was that the vision is to save the country from the BJP.
Definitely. Now, please allow me a minute and a half uninterrupted. Now, the very reason as to why I had to explain and put forward all those points were for the reason that India will be winning the 2024 election. And this is going to be a significant factor that the Bharatiya Janata Party has copied more than 30 schemes that they have refurbished, repainted, that were already implemented during our time, during our regime. If you'd like, I'd name all those 30 policies. Number two, as far as the guarantees and the promises of the Bharatiya Janata Party are concerned, for 2024, I'd urge them that before making promises for 2024, kindly deliver the promises of 2014. 15 lakh bhi di diya inke hisab se, to 2 crore jobs per year have been given. By now, 20 crore jobs should have been given by the Bharatiya Janata Party as per their promise. Instead, they have snatched jobs. Then they said double kar denge farmers' income by 2022. It's 2024. Double to kahan honi thi? The suicide rates have gone up. And then let's talk of inflation. Diesel, petrol, gas, dal, dahi, doodh, paneer, talk of anything. It's touching the sky. Then let's talk of policy, right? The Bharatiya Janata Party's Make in India has been copied and pasted. The Bharatiya Janata Party's biggest and the most significant of schemes that they tom about all the time have been copied. And वो कहते हैं ना कि नकल के लिए भी अकल चाहिए होती है. I'd just like to say one thing to the Bharatiya Janata Party, that all the global ratings for the happiness index, for the global hunger index, and all the other issues, it goes on to suggest that you have failed India, you have failed the people of India. And last but not the least, I just say one thing, that the Bharatiya Janata Party knows it for a fact that they haven't been able to deliver any of their promises, that they have time and again made U-turns from all of their promises. Therefore, they do diversion politics. They have this modus operandi. Whenever their failure comes forward, whenever their blunder gets exposed, they would come up with some sort of news, some sort of thing, so as to be able to divert attention from that issue, from that failure. However, the people of India will make them accountable. And if the Bharatiya Janata Party thinks going back on their word, making U-turns doesn't make any difference to the people of India, they are in the wrong. And this U-turn of Mr. Kumar and Mr. Kumar's U-turn qua the Bharatiya Janata Party, the people of India will hold them accountable in 2024 for that and give them a befitting reply.
Okay, Arshpreet, I'd just like to once again, before I go to Vinita Hariharan, I'd just like to understand from you, today does the India Bloc have any sort of a policy document for the nation that, listen, if we come to power, this is what we will do, this is the policy we will bring in, or this is the current policy and this is how we plan on changing it, this is what can be better in that particular policy, this is our large vision board for the nation, that in the next 5 years, this is where India will be? That was my question.
Definitely, you will see that. And as far as the policy question goes, we are not in the habit of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We do not just preach, we also practice. So our policies isn't just going to be seen in the form of words, it will be seen in the form of action as well. Something that the Bharatiya Janata Party hasn't been able to do in the last 10 years. And also, if you were to give me time, I could enlist the failures of the Bharatiya Janata Party's core policies that have been implemented.
Yes, and then Vinita Hariharan will enlist your failures.
Now, if I may just give you an example, let's talk of the farm laws. 1 year wasted, 700 farmers martyred. What did they get out of it? Mr. Modi had to apologize for that. Was that a good policy? Well, let's talk of the revamping of the IPC, the Criminal Procedure Code, the Indian Evidence Act. The Bharatiya Janata Party had to face a massive national strike because of that. The truck drivers went on a strike, and the entire country had to suffer the petrol, the gas. So therefore, there are many issues on which the Bharatiya Janata Party gets exposed. 2024 will give them all the answers to their questions.
Okay, all right. Vinita Hariharan, you've heard what the Congress has had to say. Given that the BJP has now, or as the Congress says, that they claim that they've delivered on certain policies and promises, but they haven't actually. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt that you have delivered on certain policies and promises. What is then the plan of the BJP? Because once you set a benchmark for yourself, how is it that you plan on bettering that same benchmark?
Oh, absolutely. So as far as what the Congress is saying, it just, their speech itself reflects the hollowness from which they come from. They have to first set their own house in order before pointing fingers at others, and pointing fingers at the BJP, which has taken the nation from strength to strength. From 2014, we have built the nation brick by brick. And whatever scheme that you're talking about, what have you implemented? There is nothing that was there in the ground from 2014. It's a folklore now, how we have constructed this nation, how we have done the toilets, how we have done the houses, how we have done the water supply to all the households, how we have given the LPG gas connection. It's every person in every village is talking about it. Right now, I'm in Tamil Nadu. I'm on a mission, an outreach mission at the booth level, and I've seen old mothers, housewives, the small children talking about Modi's programs and how it has benefited them, how the Modi programs have benefited the women here, how the Modi programs have given them water, have given them toilets, have given them houses in their names. So this is the implementation mandate with which the BJP is speaking about, and we don't need any Congress spokesperson to vouch for our performance, because it has been validated again and again, time and again, globally and nationally, by all standards, by all experts. Our performance in the ground has been proven beyond doubt. And, and we all know the story about from the fragile 5 to the fastest 5 to the top 5 to the top 3 now economies in the world. And so many, laurels and so many credits to our account. But we don't take it as a credit, because this is a service that we do to the society, to the nation. And this is nation building for all to see. So I think, before the Congress points fingers at the BJP, which is too big for them now, it's beyond their imagination, the kind of achievements that we have done for the last 10 years, they should actually put their house in order, and I think anybody would advise them to first look at how their India alliance is performing. There is nobody to partner with them. Nobody's believing in their leadership. So where is the Congress? Where is the anchor for the India alliance? What are they talking about that they will win? Where is the plank? Where is the agenda? The Prime Minister has given a clarion call just day before in Bulandshahr about how we're going to take the country from strength to strength. He has inaugurated infrastructure projects worth more than 12,000 crore in Uttar Pradesh, and he's begun the developmental agenda. I mean, the election campaign for 2024 with the developmental agenda. So it's Vikas and Vikas alone. And today, Viksit Bharat plan has been unfolded. He's called in the youth to bring in their points of view into the Viksit Bharat agenda, and we will be achieving the Viksit Bharat much before 2047, as we have done with all the committed goals that we have given to the,
Okay.
to all the global forums.
Okay, Himanshu Bhatt, I want to bring you into the conversation. You've been listening to what all the political parties have had to say. I'd just like to understand from you, firstly, are the regional parties somewhere still in the hopes that Congress will be the one that will continue to lead them on a national front? Because when you come together in a bloc, yes, I understand it makes sense for the regional parties to take on the task of formulating a strategy for the ground, that this is what we should be focusing on in this particular state, and let us be the face of the bloc in this particular state, and we will take it forward ground up because we understand the ground reality better. Fair enough. That's a probably, if executed well, sir, it could possibly be a winning strategy. But on a larger national level, then is the Congress party being able to deliver the sort of guidance or leadership that is being expected of them? And these are again not my words, basis what the SP spokesperson had to say.
Basically, here, I'm not here to do political tutu meme. Political party spokesmen are there, they will talk. But as a common man, as a journalist of 30 years, what we foresee is, there seems to be a mess in India Alliance. Mess is the word, that is what I will use. Even in writing, I will use. And what I could gather from, from a Congress spokesperson telling, SP spokesperson talking, BJP spokesperson talking, was, Congress spokesperson took 7 + 2, 9 minutes to explain his things. He was delivering a lecture. 12 times he used BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bharatiya Janata Party. He had nothing. SP spokesperson was very clear, as far as they are concerned, they are concentrating on UP. And what he called a common minimum program was the common minimum program for Uttar Pradesh, whether Congress takes it or leaves it. This is the way I understand it. See, the problem here is, everybody wants to have their say. I think you should have had a TMC spokesperson also. The TMC spokesperson would have come with something else. Because Mamta Ji has made very, very clear that we are going to give not more than 2 seats. If I come to real politics, it's just not even 3 months before the first polls will be taking place. And when you don't have an opposition with a clear-cut agenda, clear-cut common minimum program for the entire country, clear-cut arrangements of the seat sharing can anyone tell me how many seats will Congress fight today in Uttar Pradesh? Either LSP will fight, how many? What is their deal? They'll say it's all kept secret. Well, it will stay secret. See, this is what the problem is. In a house, when you form an alliance, you always think it as a family. And in a family, if you call someone a big brother, elder brother, everybody listens to it. But are people listening? What happened in Madhya Pradesh elections? SP had asked for 6 to 8 seats. I'm giving these examples, very recent ones. I'm not going to go on to history's past behind. See, in our country, for 15, 20 years, alliances worked, but did not complete their full term. The history says so. And that also became alliances because they were all fighting Congress. Now here, the situation is reversed.
Yes.
You have to talk of history and understand and try and learn the lessons. We saw an example yesterday. It's all right, if people can have their own opinions about politicians. There's no problem with me. But then the problem is, you have been trying from last 2 years to stick mud onto Prime Minister, but nothing has stuck. That's what the common man sees. They might say that he is very corrupt. Yes, I believe on his face value. But why is it that when you have a galaxy of Supreme Court lawyers, why have you not gone and filed a case of corruption against him? The cases which are going on, they keep on saying it's all against opposition leaders. But by, doing this anti-politics, people are not going to listen today in 21st century. You have to come up with your own something. What is your agenda? Modi says by 2047, I'll take Bharat to this level. Okay, Viksit Bharat. Do I have Rahul Gandhi telling me? He says, Viksit Bharat, 25 trillion, I'll take you to 30 trillion. What is your roadmap? Do they say that? They are not doing that. They are all still trying to tell whatever goes to Adani goes to Modi. Now that's not the way. People have seen through this. In 21st century, when you have people, when you have 20, our average age is 27 years. And he's a young chap here sitting for Congress. I appreciate his courage. I appreciate their courage. Even our SP spokesperson. But the issue is, when you might think that the policies are not right. Yes, all right. What are your alternate policies? SP was clear.
Yes.
We'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. But then as an indie bloc,
May I?
Okay.
what are the policies? That's what I want to know. I'm here as a journalist. I just want to know.
Okay. I have a
Because I
couple.
want to make up my mind. Most
Okay.
of the people 3 months before make up their mind where they are going to vote.
I think people make up their minds a long time ago, Ivanshu,
Yes.
but people it's not that the day of the polling one wakes up and decides, okay, this is what my mood is today.
You are indecisive till the
You
last day.
have to be relevant to the people for a very, very long
I have
time
10
for them
seconds.
to actually press that button. Yes, Arshpreet, I'll leave the last word with you.
Thank you very much. See, a certain gentleman here uttered the word India 5-6 times, multiple times, but didn't once utter the word non-democratic alliance, the NDA. Now, see, they would question, where is your program? What have you been doing? What has been the outcome of the meetings? Has anyone from among them or the Bharatiya Janata Party's leaders or their allies ever asked the NDA, when was our last meeting held? Please ask the NDA. The allies wouldn't know. The Bharatiya Janata Party wouldn't know when the last
No,
meeting
Arshpreet,
happened.
no,
Number two,
Arshpreet, you're reading that wrong.
If I may.
You're reading that wrong because the BJP
If I
honestly
may.
doesn't rely on their alliance partners, no, as far as the Lok Sabha polls are concerned.
Then why have an alliance in the first place? We do not rely upon your alliance partners.
Because
why
it's
have an
more
alliance then
inclusive. They
with
say
38
so.
parties?
They say
Because
so.
sorry,
You
but
also
I'm sorry,
say so.
I'm sorry, you're not the anchor, Mr. Bhatt. Mr. Bhatt, you're not the anchor here. I wasn't talking to you. Number one. Now let me clarify two things, please. We in India Alliance, 28 parties collectively make a decision. In the non-democratic alliance, 2.5 log, 2.5 persons make the decision. That's why 4 parties have already left them and more are on the verge of leaving. Number two, they don't have meetings, they don't have dialogues, they don't have conversations. There's only one way communication that follows. If somebody is not obliging, if somebody is not following that, they're going to be ousted. And they could not give the regard and respect to Mr. Advani, who's the founder of NDA. How will they give this regard and respect to their allies? And number two, the Bharatiya Janata Party
Okay,
is known for their
Arshpreet,
dictatorial
if you're
ways. We are
saying
known
that
for our
nobody wants to
democratic ways.
join the
I'll tell you one
NDA, then why would a Nitish Kumar move away? Because clearly he feels like he's going to the winning team. Ultimately,
Coming to
whether
that.
someone
Now his
listens
party
to
has
someone
said,
or not,
I'll tell you.
the point is that
I'll give you an answer.
everybody wants to be on the winning team, right?
I'll give you the answer. Now, one, sometimes what happens is due to over-ambition, you don't get promoted, you get demoted. प्रधानमंत्री बनने के चक्कर में ये ना कि सीएम साहब की गद्दी जो चीफ मिनिस्टर की गद्दी है वो भी खिसक जाए. Second, Mr. Kumar's party has said that he wasn't given the leadership, he wasn't given the reins, that's why he left. Now, my question to the Bharatiya Janata Party is, would you give the reins in the hands of Mr. Kumar? Would he be made the Prime Minister face? If the Bharatiya Janata Party could tell, would he be made the convener of the non-democratic alliance? Would he be made the coordinator? What would you do about that? And number two, the very same gentleman, Mr. Kumar, had exited the non-democratic alliance saying that they tried to divide us, the JDU. And now would that divide and rule game stop of the Bharatiya Janata Party? See, one thing and one thing only. When you go back on your words, whether it be the Bharatiya Janata Party, whether it be the JDU, people see through that. People see through your ideology, how it changes overnight. People see how your words, your statements change sooner than, people change clothes. And therefore, the people will hold them accountable for that. Now, they talk of things which are secondary. This is primary. If you cannot be trusted by your allies, if you cannot be trusted with your promises, with your statements, how will the people of India
But
trust
then
you?
even
And that's
your
why I
allies
think
are not
this would prove
trusting
to
you.
be the
No, I'm
fatal
saying
blow.
that what point, it's such an illogical argument to make. If you're saying that the allies of the BJP are not trusting them, your allies are also then not trusting you. Know, people are also leaving the
No,
India
one second,
bloc. How
please.
does that
If
make
it's
sense?
1 second. No, if it's logical or illogical, that's for the people to decide. And what you said is logical or illogical would be decided by the people as well. But answering your question, you have talked of one party that has left us. What about the 4 parties that have left the non-democratic alliance? What of that? What of that? AIADMK left for a reason. The
Okay.
Samta party left them for a reason.
Yes.
SAD
And
left them for a reason. More
yes,
are to
and when
follow
you
very
made
soon.
that point, I was
So that-
wondering, where is the AIADMK today? They're not even relevant in their state anymore. Where is SAD today?
where will the
They're not
JDU
even
be?
relevant in their
Where
state
will the
anymore.
JDU be in some time? Where will the JDU be in some time? You'll see that. That's why I said, कभी कभार PM बनने के चक्कर में आप CM भी नहीं बन पाते, and that will happen very soon. You'll see this transition happen. You'll see this word, this statement turn into reality. So
Okay.
therefore, all I'm saying is that the people see through it, and the
Okay.
people see through these things.
Okay.
People see that you say
Okay.
you do exactly
I'm
opposite
running
of
out of
that.
time. I'm going to have to wrap this up. The point of this conversation was very simple. We wanted to provide a platform to the Congress and to the India bloc partners to literally just give us their blueprint, if they have one, for 2024. Now, I don't want to be judge and jury, so I'm going to leave it to the audience to decide for themselves whether they are convinced with the arguments or a vision plan that has been presented today by the India bloc partners.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.